We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday. We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And on the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert off of play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I will see London trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Touchdown, Chargers! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On play action, Rodgers. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, now Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this.
And now the rookie's free. Now inside the 25, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. In motion right, that's Williams. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. In motion, the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On play action, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A give right side for Gibbs. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and run. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
In motion right is Wilson. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 24 all.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Hall. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Will Mallory from 21 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 35, here's second down and 1. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And some room to work. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking...
And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. In motion left is Wilson. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They'll give to Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert on 1st down now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Hardman on the return.
Fighting through. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going.
And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 26. On first and 10, it's Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Handoff now to Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Herbert to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
And he is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2nd down, goal to go. Again, it's Gibbs.
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Every other season of Bosa's 7-year career had injuries cost him time. Stayed true to that last year, only 5 games played. Good news, he has rebounded with double-digit sacks and a Pro Bowl season each year following those injuries.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's second down.
Hey, 88, got 300, got 300.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
They're going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Throwing, Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to be taken down quickly right at the 46. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 114 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9. first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, we're not going.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
Man, when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal. But you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him, where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On On second down, here's Gibbs.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. This is a counter play. Eckler, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine who